Erin Montgomery will never forget her terrifying abduction experience.
I was able to see that there were two rather tall, gray alien-type beings at the foot of the bed, and that's really when the panic set in. After my experience, I was afraid of the dark. I would spend hours trying to sleep, but huddled in a corner thinking, oh my God, don't come get me, leave me alone, don't come tonight, please just don't come tonight.
Ex-Marine Terrell Copeland would soon face that very same fear. He claims he was taken against his will by extraterrestrials in 2007.
It was very terrifying. I remember I fell asleep on my couch and I woke up to someone trying to get him in my front door. Like the doorknob was jiggling. And I went to get up. I couldn't move. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to panic because there's somebody trying to open my door and I can't move.
Stuck in a terrifying limbo and longing for his 9mm, Terrell hears an otherworldly voice.
It's okay, don't be afraid.
The voice was in the room. It was as if like there was a person there, but you couldn't see him. The voice said, it's okay. We don't mean you any harm. You don't need your firearm. I had so many emotions and thoughts running through my head at one time. You know, am I about to get taken? What's happening?
Terrell's terrifying paralysis isn't unique to his story. It's a reoccurring theme in many alien abduction accounts, including one of the most well-known, the case of Betty and Barney Hill.
Their story was one of the first well-documented UFO abductions and really cemented a lot of the features that would appear again in later abduction accounts. Betty and Barney Hill's story begins when they were driving home from a trip to Quebec, and they were heading back to New Hampshire.
It was then Betty and Barney noticed something in the sky above, a luminous flying object, unlike anything they had ever seen. Barney stopped the car and grabbed his binoculars to get a better look. In a 1961 radio interview, Barney was able to describe in vivid detail what happened next.
With the binoculars, I could see what I thought was approximately 9 to 11 men looking down through this series of windows toward me. I was quite alarmed, and I made a hasty retreat to the car, screaming to the wife that they had seen me, they had seen us. The thing that has continued to be an enigma, a puzzle to me, is that I said, my God, they're going to capture us.
But before that happened, they suddenly became frozen, unable to move. Just like Terrell.
Only thing I could move was my eyes. And I'm like, okay. I know I'm not dreaming because I can feel myself sitting on my couch. I feel the air conditioning. I'm awake, I'm aware.
This can be a very profoundly anxious moment where you're trapped and you're unable to make your body move the way that you should be able to. Instead, you're stuck there and you might feel like there's an ominous presence around you.
There's a lot of connection between sleep paralysis and ET abductions.
This frightening medical condition is actually much more common than most of us realize.
A lot of people reporting sleep paralysis also claim that they encounter strange beings or strange presence in the room. It's like they're trapped in a dream, but this is real.
I was scared to death. I couldn't move.
Wracked in horror, Terrell is held prisoner, locked in his own body, unable to move.
I was trying to get out of this vulnerable position that I was in. I tried to move my extremities. I was in complete paralysis.
Suddenly, the mysterious and overpowering force releases Terrell.
So as soon as I could move, sure as the first thing I did was I grabbed my gun. And I opened the door. There was nobody there.
I think that a lot of people who have these experiences feel that they're having a mental breakdown. Am I going crazy? What is going on with me?
But Terrell's nightmarish ordeal would be far from over. During the next few days, strange things began to happen.
It was a traumatic time for me. I did not sleep. I was afraid I would wake up in the middle of the night just in a cold sweat. I never experienced anything like that.
Even in the refuge of his apartment, Terrell was not safe and had nowhere to hide from the deeply disturbing things he was sure were happening to him.
It's like 3-something in the morning, and as soon as I wake up, I look at the clock, it says 3:30. And like that, my alarm goes off, and it's like 5:30, and it's time for me to get up to go to work. What happened to those 2 hours? And that happened 2 nights in a row.
Face to face with the unfathomable, stress began to wreak havoc on Terrell's mental and emotional state.
Am I crazy? I don't know what's happening.
Terrell struggled to come to terms with what was happening to him, and it would become even more bizarre as he began to piece together faint, foggy memories of an extraterrestrial abduction.
I always try to write stuff down because as time goes on, you start to forget some intricate details of what happened because it's too astounding.
Terrell's journaling unlocked the door to his nightmarish buried memories.
I remember I watched the movie and I fell asleep. When I woke up, I wasn't in my apartment anymore. I was somewhere else. I don't know if I was in a military installation, if I'm in outer space, I don't know where I'm at. I'm just not in my apartment. And I'm looking through this corridor, and I remember there was something, like a being, much shorter than me, standing there. He didn't have any hair, eyes were all black. So I kind of like was taken aback.
Suddenly, Terrell was stricken with fear when he realized what he was looking at.
I jumped, like my heart jumped, because this is an alien.
The world has entered a new era of UFO encounters, understanding, and acceptance. Incredible eyewitness testimony and a growing number of declassified files of alleged extraterrestrial encounters rattles our sense of security within the vastness of the cosmos.
It's the ultimate question, are we alone in the universe?
I know definitively that we're not.
Terrell Copeland came to this conclusion in the most chilling of ways. In 2007, the ex-Marine claimed he was taken, beyond his will, by unknown entities aboard one of their crafts.
I certainly don't know where they're from, but they're not human.
And Terrell's experience would bring on a roller coaster of intense emotions.
When you're confronted with something that is not supposed to be real, you react in a primal way, like fight, flight, or you're in shock.